exploring embodied cognition paradigm, a synthetic psychology perspective.
Welcome to the Universal Principles podcast. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the embodied cognition paradigm. Essentially, it suggests that our brains aren't just floating in a vat, but are deeply connected to our bodies and how we interact with the world. But what does this look like through the lens of synthetic psychology?
Thanks for having me. From a synthetic psychology perspective, embodied cognition is revolutionary. Instead of viewing AI as purely software, we see them as potentially needing physical bodies and sensory motor experiences to truly understand the world. It's all about interaction-driven adaptation. Systems learn best when directly coupled with an external environment.
That's a powerful concept. Could you walk us through a concrete example of this in synthetic psychology?
Absolutely. Imagine we're creating a simulated robot learning to grasp objects. Using reinforcement learning, the robot's success is entirely tied to its physical capabilities and sensory motor control. It's not just about the algorithm, it's about how the robot experiences the task through its simulated body.
So it's more than just coding a solution. What would be another good example of embodiment?
Another great example is creating AI that learns through physical interaction. Think about teaching a virtual dog to fetch. The AI not only needs to understand the command, but also how its body moves, how gravity affects it, and how to coordinate its actions to successfully retrieve the object. This embodiment is key to true learning and adaptation. So next time you're teaching your robot to play fetch, think of embodied cognition.
Very interesting. It sounds like we need to think about these virtual entities as more than just lines of code. This reminds me of something. Isn't there a similar idea in architecture? I think it's called sentient architecture.
Exactly. Sentient architecture focuses on designing spaces that respond to human needs and experiences, considering how people physically interact with the environment. It's about the embodied experience of being in a building, similar to how AI needs an embodied experience to learn. The spatial affordances of our buildings reflect back on our experience.
Fascinating. So for our listeners who want to apply embodied cognition principles, what practical advice can you give?
First, when designing AI, don't neglect the importance of a simulated or real body. Second, focus on creating environments that allow for rich sensory motor experiences. And third, remember that learning is often about adapting to physical constraints and opportunities. It's not enough to just teach, you must have your AI be able to embody the lesson.
Great points. Any final thoughts on embodied cognition paradigm as it relates to universal principles?
Just that understanding this connection between mind and body, whether in humans or AI, unlocks powerful potential for learning, adaptation, and innovation. It's a reminder that intelligence isn't just about thinking, but about doing.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for shedding some light on this crucial paradigm. This is Universal Principles, reminding you to think bigger and think universally.